morning, everyone. Welcome to Pilates Mat Level 1.5. I'm Angie, and I thought today we could use some light hand weights. I'm going to suggest that you stay on the light side. I'm using 4s. This is plenty challenging for me. 2s, 3s. If you don't have weights, you could grab soup cans or water bottles, and you could even do all of this without weights, just creating your own resistance using muscle, not momentum. Let's start out taking a warm-up from all 4s. So line up the shoulders right over the wrists, knees under the hips, and spread out the fingers. Cat-cows, inhale, let the chest press forward as much as up, lift your tail slightly. Exhale, round the spine, lift the rib cage a lot. Inhaling, gently sway and arch. Exhaling, tuck and round. Try a couple with your own breath. And let's add a little variation here. We'll inhale, press the chest forward and up, lift the tail. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under and sit back towards your heels. You're really stretching out that low back. Inhale, roll forward, pressing the chest forward and up. Exhale, tuck the tail. Crouch back towards your heels. Take it nice and slow. Inhaling. And exhaling to a crouch. We'll do one more here. This time as you crouch, go ahead and sit back on the heels and just walk the hands all the way to one side. Let your head drop through your arms. Breathe into the side ribs. Reach the arms forward and around. Take it to the other side. Bring the arms forward again. Let's come back to our tabletop position here. And we'll inhale, reach one arm up towards the ceiling. Let your rib cage rotate. Keep the hips square. And then exhale, rotate your ribs the other way. Thread underneath that opposite arm, like somebody's pulling on your arm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread under. We'll do one more going this way. And switching sides. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhaling and exhaling. Try one more like that. Take your hands back to the floor, spread the fingers, and just let your head, your rib cage, and your tailbone circle slowly. Don't overthink it. Reverse your circle for 3, 2, 1. Sit back on the heels, stretch those arms forward. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll it up. And let's come onto the back, and here you can have your weights handy. So, your choice, you can either keep your feet flat, or you can lift the knees to tabletop. Tabletop would be a little more challenging. Make sure that the pelvis is neutral. We're not tucking, we're not hyper arching. And the sacrum is just flat to the floor. Take the arms up over the chest, and inhale. Exhale, reach one arm back towards your ear, not necessarily going all the way to the floor. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, switch. As you reach that one arm back, really feel those bottom ribs staying connected to the spine. We're closing the lower ribs. Try one more each side. And then you can bring your arms down by your sides, hip width. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lift your arms to a V shape. You're only going to go as high as the shoulders, opening just a little bit wider than the shoulders. Inhale, lower to the ground, hip width. Exhale, lift, go a little wider than the shoulders. Inhale, lower. And of course, this exercise is called scaption, having to do with the scapula staying down into the back, not up around the ears. And think of actually staying rather wide across the shoulders, so we're not pinching them together. They're staying wide, they're melting downward towards the tailbone. One more. Exhale. Inhale down slowly. Now, with the elbows close to the body, palms rotated in, you can bend to a 90-degree angle and just try some tricep presses. Inhale here. Exhale, extend the arms, tap the head of the weight to the floor. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. As you extend, you can hover your elbows a tiny bit above the mat. As you bend, let the elbows lightly touch the floor. We have 3 more here. And 2. 1 more here. Now bend your elbows and let's rotate the elbows out to a 45-degree angle. So the elbows are a little bit lower than the shoulders. Palms are facing out. If your knees are not in tabletop, you can take them on up. Inhale, exhale, do a chest press. Tap the weights together. Inhale, pull, slowly pull those elbows back down. Now, adding on, as you do your chest press, you can tap the floor with one set of toes. Elbows come down, knee goes up. Alternate. Remember, as we do these toe taps, we're lowering and lifting from the hip joint rather than just bending the knee more. We'll maintain that 90-degree angle of the knee. Optional, and this next one, it is optional, be careful. You could try both toes, both sets of toes going down. Arms come up over the chest, toes lower towards the floor. Two more. And one more. Great job. Let's put the feet down. You can bring the elbows into your sides. And actually, let's take the feet wide, about as wide as your mat, if you're on the mat, or shoulder width. We're going to turn out the feet with the knees open. Walk those heels in close to the seat and bring your arms down. As we exhale, we're going to lift the hips up, standing the weight right between the shoulder blades. Inhale, lower the hips down. Exhale, keep that pelvis neutral. So I'm not doing a rolling bridge. I'm just lifting the hips, keeping the spine in one piece as I go up, and in one piece as I go down. Adding on, as the hips go up, you can lift the arms over your chest. Lower without momentum. Exhale, hips and arms go up. Inhale, everything comes down slowly. See if you can really decelerate momentum on the way down. And on this next one, keep your hips up, arms are over the chest, about chest width. And we'll inhale, open just to the peripheral vision, so not all the way down. Exhale, hug to chest width. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug to chest width. Keeping those hips lifted, keeping the weight off of the neck. Push into the heels. Two more. Now, keep the arms over the chest or rest your arms if you like. Find your heels. Feels if you're pulling your heels right underneath your sits bones and pulse the hips up, up by grounding down into those heels. Having that sensation of the heels pulling in underneath your butt for 4, 3, 2, hold, relax those shoulders, let the arms drop into the shoulder sockets. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Inhale one more time. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms. Bring your knees in and just take a little roll side to side. Now, put your weights, actually no, you can hold on to your weights. Inhale, find that neutral pelvis, let your sacrum melt into the floor. Exhale, draw the navel into the spine, lift the knees back to tabletop. Take the arms over the chest. Inhale. Exhale, extend one leg low to the ground. You can hover it or just tap it lightly. Come back into your tabletop and switch. So if you're tapping the floor, you're not putting any weight into that heel. Now, it is optional, if you like, to add opposite arm as one leg extends, the other arm reaches to the ear, and switch. Really feel that weightedness under the mid-back area. You might feel a little shaky. I do. That's a good thing. It's just muscle releasing neural tension. Let's try one more each side. When in doubt, slow it down. And you can put the weights down now. And let's keep the knees in tabletop. We'll take the hands underneath the head, elbows to the peripheral vision. Inhale. Exhale, lift the upper back, head, neck, and chest straight up. Focus just above your knees and start to alternate, extending one leg out to about a 45-degree angle. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, switch. Try to find that length all the way through the toes. Let your head be heavy in your hands. And please know that you could also do this with your head down too. We'll do one more each side. Now let's catch opposite hand to the outside of the ankle, other hand to the inside of the shin. You can take that knee right into your nose. Feel free to take the legs a little lower now. Single leg stretch. Relax the shoulders. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on to both ankles. Hug those knees to nose to knee. Inhale here. We're curling into a little ball. Exhale, extend the arms to the ears, extend the legs out. Circle and hug. So remember, when we reach those arms back, we're not going so far back that we can't see the arms. You should be able to see your biceps right out of the corner of the eyes. 1 more. Beautiful. Rest your head. Take a little roll with the neck side to side. And again, hands under the head, elbows to peripheral vision. Take your legs straight up, as straight as you can get them. And lift the head, neck, and shoulders off the floor. And inhale and exhale. Hover one leg above the floor and switch. You can either stay with this, supporting your head. Could do it with the head down too. Otherwise, go ahead and catch that top leg with both hands, adding a little pulse, 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 pulse. Remember to keep the shoulders gently pressing down. We are engaging the biceps to pull that leg, but not tensing the shoulders. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your legs straight up, hands under the head. Bring your elbows to the peripheral vision. And inhale here. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and chest straight up. Focus the eyes at the shins. Lower the legs. Just your ability to keep that back flat. Inhale, lift. Let the head be heavy in the hands. Or rest your head in your hands on the floor. Both are challenging. We got 1 more. Okay, find tabletop. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, rotate. Opposite shoulder, opposite knee. Really fully exhale into that twist. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Keep the hips stable and pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. Maintaining frozen in space here and pulsing from the waist 8 times. Elbows wide. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, hug those knees into the chest. Roll out on your spine, both directions. And you could grab your weights for this next one, and we'll bring the elbows in by our sides. Walk the feet in parallel, no wider than the hips. Take one leg up in the air, and as we exhale, we're going to push straight up off the hips. Take the arms up over the chest. Inhale down. Exhale, drive through that heel to find the glutes. Two more and then a hold. Let's hold this one and we'll do our single leg lower lift. Lower the leg towards the floor, no sinking through the hips. Tricep overhead press. Arms and legs come back up. That's 1. We'll do 7 more. 4 more. I think we have one more. Sometimes I lose count. Leave the leg up, leave the arms up over the chest, push into your standing heel and pulse it up, up, up. For 4, 3, 2, hold those hips up, relax the neck and shoulders, inhale, exhale, lower everything down. Okay, I'm feeling that, hope you are too. Let's do our hip ups. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift the hips straight up. Arms go up over the chest. Inhale, bring the hips and the elbows down. We'll do 8. So it's not really about how high we lift the hips. It's about that muscle activation of the glutes. 3 more. 2. Hold those hips up, arms and leg are straight up. As we lower the leg, we'll do our tricep overhead press, and then the arms and legs meet. Point those elbows to the ceiling as the leg goes down, no sinking through that hip. A lot of moving parts here. 4, 3, 2, hold and pulse the hips up, up, up. It should be small, almost invisible. For 3, 2, hold. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Lower yourself down and let those knees roll side to side. Extend the legs forward, flex the feet, reach the arms back, and let's just take one roll up. We'll inhale, lift the arms, lift the head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll up and over the toes, big reach. Slowly stack the spine. Okay, we're going to change our focus here. Time for some planking. First one can be on the forearms or hands, your choice. Let's find our modified position first. Scooting those knees back quite a distance so the weight is forward of the knees. And getting that wide shoulder girdle. Wrap the scapula around the sides of the rib cage. Head in line with the rest of the spine. Curl the toes under. Lift up through the backs of the thighs. Keep breathing. And let's roll through the toes. We'll roll to the very tips of the toes and push back through the heels. The plank saw here. So remember, if you're sawing here, we don't want to let the hips pike or sink. We have 5, 4, and 3 more. We have a hold. 2, and hold and breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those knees right underneath and sit back on the heels. Extend those arms forward. For this next plank variation, you could be on your hands or your forearms. If you are coming onto your hands, definitely spread out the fingers and kind of dig into your fingertips, especially if you're on carpet. And find your modified position. Wide shoulders, push the floor away with long arms. Come up to the plank. We're going to lift one leg and we'll draw that knee to the same side elbow. Extend back. Set it down, switch, lift, same side elbow, extend back, set it down. Now we'll change it, lift up, cross to the other elbow, extend back and down. So we're doing 2 to the same side elbow and 2 in a crisscross. Lift, find your elbow, extend. Lift, crisscross, extend. One more set. Almost there. Beautiful. Feel free to bring yourself to a wide knee child's pose. Big toes together, flare the knees apart. And we'll roll it on up and come to a sideline position. So, your choice how you want to position the head. You can prop your head with your hand or rest it on your arm. Line up your legs and your spine with the back of the mat and lift your legs, lengthen them. Let's bring them forward just a couple of inches, maybe 3 to 5 inches. Keep the hips stacked and top leg. We're going to flex that foot forward, 2 kicks, point behind, 2 kicks, forward, forward, and back, back. All the while keeping the whole body stable. You could balance a cup of hot water on that top shoulder. Draw in through the waist to stabilize. We have one more. Okay, now rainbow. We're going to tap in front. 1, 2, lift up. Tap behind. 1, 2, lift up. Tap, tap, up, and back, back, up. That is a tap, so you're not in any way putting weight into that leg. One more each direction. Okay, now leave the leg behind. You're going to bend that knee in close to your butt and just work on our hip extensions. Tuck your tailbone, push back a little further. Tuck, pulse back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's line everything up in a straight line. You can either rest your head or prop it. Double leg lifts here. Inhale, exhale, lift both legs. Inhale, lower. Optional, go lighter on your fingertips or take the hand off the floor. We have 2 more and then a hold. Okay, bottom foot, let's turn out the feet. A little bit of a Pilates V, and we're going to lift and lower the bottom leg. Top leg just holds space. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, lift and lower the top leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's take it to the other side. First version, bottom leg, good news is the bottom leg gets to stay down. Line up with the back edge of your mat, stack the hips, bring the legs 3 to 5 inches forward. Top leg will flex forward, 2 kicks, point behind, 2 kicks. Really Finding that hip crease right here, tucking through the pelvis, and then lots of length on the way back. Three more. In two more, we're going to switch to the rainbow. I better move my weight. Okay, here we go. So we're going to come forward, tap, tap, lift up, behind, tap, tap, and up. Four more. Make those taps really light. Two more, and then we have a hold. Okay, hold the back part, bend your knee in close to your bottom here, and we're gonna pulse the leg back a little further. Think of tucking the tail as you push back for 8, 7. Don't let that heel drop below the knee. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stretch out into a straight line. No piking with the legs. Draw in through the waist. Really engage those obliques. This is a sneaky way of getting the obliques. Feel free to take the pressure lighter into the fingertips or take that hand off the floor. You have 4 more and then a hold. 2, 1. Now turn out your feet. Just the bottom leg is going to tap up, 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 up. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs are off the floor. Lift and lower the top leg 10 times. Remember, it's not about how high we go. It's about how stable we can stay, how stacked we can keep those hips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, very nice job. Let's lie on the back and stretch out the glutes a little bit. You're going to take your hand behind one thigh, anchor that tailbone, circle the ankle. Reverse it. Flex the foot, nice strong flex here. Let's turn out the toes and we'll cross the ankle over the opposite knee and just use your hand, figure 4 stretch to press that knee away. Do your best to keep your pelvis in a neutral position. And then if you want to, it's purely optional, you could take both hands behind the opposite leg and draw the knee into the chest, still doing your best to stay neutral. Try to lengthen the base of the spine, even if it is curling up off the floor, we're trying to send length through the tailbone. Length through the sits bones. Release that side, the crossed foot, put it on the floor, hamstring stretch. Circle the ankle for 4. And reverse. Flex your foot, externally rotate, cross the ankle over that opposite thigh, gently press the knee away. And feel free to grab on behind that opposite thigh and draw the knee into the chest. Uncross, and let's come back to all 4s. We'll finish with a little cat-cow down dog sequence. Inhale, let the chest lift, let the tail lift. Exhale, round the spine, going over a great big barrel. Inhaling, slide those shoulders back. Exhale, widen those shoulders apart. Find your neutral position. And you can curl the toes under, walk the hands a little further. Let's pike the hips up and back. Relaxing that head weight. Spread out the fingers. Bend one knee. Push down into that opposite heel. And switch. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time, both heels pressing down into the floor. Take the knees back down to the floor and walk the hands around to one side. Walk the hands around to the other side. Walk the hands forward and just slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. So the head is the very last thing up. Come off your heels if you're more comfortable. And just lengthen from the base of the spine to the top of the head, letting those shoulders melt. Great job today. Hope you enjoyed the weights. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.